Hi, Scorpio. This is Just with your April 22nd to the 30th, 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Scorpio, some of you, first off, if you have fire in your chart, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in your chart, you will probably have a really great rest of this week financially, as well as you can get a job. You will have money coming in. I do feel like finances, ideas about how you can make more money for yourself will be coming in. Definitely put the energy and time and effort into that. And it probably will go all the way through Taurus season. So perhaps Taurus, Virgo season, Capricorn seasons will be those highlighted seasons for some of you who have fire in your chart that will prove very positive financially for you. Just want to put that out there, especially if you're a Scorpio female. Now, others of you, I do see that there is a challenge here with some of you kind of getting clear and getting out of your head, stop worrying and just get some things done. Starting to manifest things. Some of you, your energy could be blocked simply because you're focusing on the wrong thing or you're not letting go of anxiety, worry, and stress. Okay. Excuse me. I do feel like some of you have made some decisions. Things came in that made you have to make some decisions really quickly in the past. Things may have been happening very fast for you this year. So far, I do feel like a lot of you are holding very tightly to that old way of thinking, that old way of being. And you do know that you have Uranus and Taurus in your 7th house. So although you're holding tight and steadfast to the traditional ways in which things are to be done, others are not. And I think that that's a bit of where the clash is coming from. Some of you may be approaching a way of doing things. I'll say that traditional ways of doing things, the same way that you always have in the past. And you may have to step outside of your box or accept that others are going to be approaching you in a way that's a bit different. Some of you, I do feel like if you're looking for work, you may be going back to places that's familiar to you. Some of you may feel as though, I don't have the same ability that I once have. I don't have the same luck in doing the things that I used to do the same kind of way. And that will prove positive if you have a Sagittarius rising. You may find that your day-to-day in which how you make money and the way that you kind of go about life is a bit challenged for you. Things are not working out the way that it normally would. You're not making the same amount of money. And that is because obviously you have Uranus in the 6th house and it's asking for you to, or it's not even asking, you will be doing things differently by force or by choice. Probably 9 times out of 10 in both categories, force and choice. More choice after you get more used to it being done by force through Uranus in the 6th house. I laugh because I've been there before, so I'm speaking from experience. Now, I do feel like some of you may be going through background checks, the processes. If you're looking for work, it's a bit of a process. Like you've been going through this for quite some time, but hard work is definitely going to pay off. I do feel like you guys will eventually get where you're trying to go if you're looking for something. If you work at night, if you work many, many long hours, it is going to pay off for you. I feel that you just have to keep going. Don't give up. Do your research, look into things that you feel you have in your mind to say, I wonder if, and it may be things from your past. Like if you haven't worked in corporate America for a long time, as an example, you say, well, I really did like working in that industry. I wonder if they're still available. I wonder if they're still hiring. I wonder if that's an option for me. Look, do your research. Again, putting energy and effort into something that may at times feel like it's just, I'm, burning a midnight, the candle. I'm burning, I can't think of what to say. You guys know what I'm trying to say, but you're putting a lot of energy and effort into it. It's going to pay off for you. Absolutely. And you will find possibly by Cancer season, right, that it's all working out for you. If it's not Cancer season, it'll be your season. Now, I do see that there's some kind of confusion, particularly with Scorpio men. If you have fire energy in your chart, I do see a lot of Scorpios with fire in their chart. Or this just may be the type of time where your actions is going to prove positive or lack thereof. Okay. So a lot of you just have to put a lot of time and energy and effort. Some of you Scorpio men who have fire in your chart, you are very confused. And that's because you're looking at things on an emotional level. Do I want to do this? Is it going to work out if I do it? Should I do it? But do I really want to do that? Sometimes you just have to take the leap. Page of Pentacles. Sometimes you just have to do it. If it's fun, if it seems like it's something new, fresh, if it speaks to you in a way that is innocent and it allows for you to approach it in a way that is new and fresh, you should go for it. Hobbies, again, is something I think that some of you would help you getting into your hobbies, getting into something that's just fresh and easy. Having this dogmatic mentality for some of you is not helping you. It's keeping you in a rigid state, keeping you in this Nine of Swords, even though it's reversed. That's still a challenge. So it's a challenge for you to get even to a Nine of Swords. So it's getting out of your head in order for you to do what? Manifest the things that you need to. And then that keeps you in a confused state. But if you go out and be a little bit more lighter about things, do things because it's going to be fun, not because it's going to make me money. Am I going to love it 10 weeks from now? Am I going to love it 10 years from now? Just do it because it's fun. And I feel like that'll bring you the balance, because the advice here is that you need to balance out your life, kind of get out of your head, and therein lies some form of self-control and clarity. Others of you, there may be a legal situation, having to settle things with someone after having not spoken to them for quite some time. And the advice is that you may have to get to that point where you do have to speak to this person. It does look like it's going to probably be some time, or has been some time since you spoke to someone. And so far, you're the second sign that's gotten this at the end of the month, making some type of a foolish move or not. Like people, it looks like this week, some people may decide to move in a direction. And as they're moving, it's almost like something stops them. So they can't do it. Or it can very well be that they do it and then they decide that it's not a smart thing to do. Okay. Yeah. Some of you, by the end of the month, you may double think on moving forward in a situation, thinking that that's going to bring you happiness, or that'll be the best thing for you, because you may feel like it's a foolish move and you may need more time to think about the situation, more time. But again, as I said, there is benefit in just doing things. There is benefit in you putting your head down and just doing it. Even if you don't like it, I hate this damn job, but you better keep working that damn job. I don't want to go through another court, but you better go to every court that you're supposed to go to. It's something about putting your head down and going through it, even if you don't want to. And if it's not you, you may be experiencing that with someone. They may be having a tough time, but it's something with fighting a good fight with a person, staying in it and not giving up. And even again, someone may give up on you by the end of the month. Someone may say, hey, on second thought, I'm not going to do this anymore. I thought this is what I wanted. I thought this was going to bring me happiness. But in fact, I don't think that this is going to be the best thing for me. And I need some time to think about it. Okay, so it's like so close, but yet so far is what it seems like. And that may be your tagline. So close, yet so far. Because you may be dealing with people who are very just as you're dogmatic and steadfast and stubborn in your thinking, you have people who are very much stubborn in their thinking as well. And so that's going to create more of a bridge to try to get on the same page. So working with people at the workplace, your friends, family, everyday life, dealing with people may be a bit of a challenge, simply because everyone is so stubborn in their way of how they see things. However, I do see as a benefit, outside of working really hard and, keeping your head down, nose down, putting the energy and effort into things, it paying off in the long run. I do see that there's going to be some money coming into you guys. You may also have to pay money out. It could go either way. I feel if you're, it could go either way. It could be paying money out, money coming in, but I do feel more of you, it would be money coming in. Some type of wish that you've been hoping, wishing, and praying for, you're going to get. Okay. If you had surgery recently, or you've been trying to heal from a situation, you will heal from it. That's for sure. Really well. Water is going to do well for you. So if you're preparing to go to surgery to get something done, drink a lot of water. Follow the letter. You may want to start on soups and fluids prior to your surgery. Okay. That'll help you heal a lot quicker. Okay. I just get to what the end of the month going into April, there is probably waiting or expecting to hear from someone. You don't hear from them. There's some news that you probably wanted, or some of you also maybe have planned that I'm going to go here, I'm going to do this. And then it's like, oh, well, I can't. You may do it and then you regret it after doing it. Right. Just like Cancer, I got something not necessarily moving forward. You feeling like, well, I'll wait. And then in your waiting, or I can't go because I have other things going on. I can't do that. And then you later on feel like, possibly I'm glad I didn't do it because it was foolish, or I did it and it was foolish, or too scared to take that leap. I also get, let's get into love here. For some of you with love, I definitely feel like there's been some communication, some decisions that were made. There have been a lot of communications going back and forth with you and another person very recently. The challenge is for you to not feel like you're being manipulated, that you can't just forgive and forget about whatever has happened. Okay. So some of you, you know how Scorpios are, you kind of do the wait and see. If you really love the person, you don't X them out completely, but you are very guarded. And some of you may have found out that someone was committed, someone's still attached to a past love, a past marriage, a past commitment. Some of you could very well still be attached to someone from your past, unable to let go, even though you know the situation is hopeless. And you've had to go through hell with this person. You still might look at them, look into them, find out what's going on with them. Probably racking your own brain about what the hell is going on when it comes to this person, trying to get down to the bottom of the situation. You're very confused for some of you. And you want to reach out, especially if you're a Scorpio man. You definitely want to reach out, but you're not sure how you're going to be perceived. If you're a Scorpio woman, this man wants to reach out, but he's not sure how you're going to perceive him. You don't know what's true, what's not true. He knows exactly what position he's put you in. He knows 100%. And he may be deciding to go off in a different direction because it's going to be very heavy dealing with you. Okay. He may also be trying to approach you in a very lighthearted way. So for some of you who have X'd someone out of your life, this person is going to try to come back in, but they may try to come back in a way that they're not addressing anything that's happened. Let's just get on the other side of it. Yeah. It's been a lot of problems. Yeah, but we can work this out. And by the way, let's not even talk about it. Let's just have fun. Let's just go out on a date, because some of you may definitely be hearing from someone from your past and wanting to go and take you out and do things with you. After asking you 50 million questions, right? They may even come with a bunch of stories and, woe is them. They have this problem, that problem, this problem, that problem. But by the way, let's go out and have a good time. That's a way for them to kind of ease their stresses. And some of you may definitely be the person, the go-to person to alleviate someone's stress. So going out, having a good time. And I do feel like they're going to spend time with you, spend money on you. They may even give you something that you said you always wanted, But after that, I do see this person going quiet on you. And so some of you have to be conscious about who you're dealing with, because you could be very well dealing with someone who you're waiting and buying your time. That's all I keep getting for Scorpio. But again, if you saw your yearly, you would know exactly how this is all going to play out for you guys. But I do feel for some of you, you're waiting and buying your time. There's always this on again, off again, on again, off again situation. And if it's not this person that kind of takes a break from you and go and do their own thing and then come back, it could be you. So this is kind of like a secular thing. But if it's being done to you, I do feel like for those of you that it's being done to, you really are waiting for this person to come to their assistance so that it could be you and him forever, family together. And it may be that you guys are more mature and there's either no children, or the children are grown, or the children will be out the door, like you have no children together. And it'll eventually be the two of you. And I do feel like toward the end of the month, although you may have some interaction with this person, okay, you may feel by the end of the month that you were foolish because the person turned around and did the same damn thing that you already knew that they were going to do. Okay, but you don't feel like you have control over the situation. You may feel like it's hard for you to not allow this person to have control over you to some extent. Okay. Others of you, and we're definitely going to look deeper into this. Some of you could be dealing with Aries. Aries are very, very strong. Sagittarius, Leos, fire signs are very, very strong. All I see is fire and water, but all the signs is here. So don't trip on any of that. I do feel like this thing can have you thinking heavy. So again, be very conscious of who you're dealing with is what I would say. It's karma here, and somebody has to get theirs, right? So it's like a tag you're it. type of thing is what it seems like to me. We'll look a little bit deeper and extend to see what's going on with them. Others of you, if you're single, I feel like definitely you can get out here. You will be meeting people, probably meet. It'll be easy for you to hang out with people that you know. You may find that it's really fun to go out there. Like, I work my ass off. I'm going to get out here and go out and have a good time. And you may have a going out buddy that you really can have a good time with and enjoy. I do just feel like if some of you are trying to be out there to find the one to, like, I want a commitment. I'm not going to do anything until I find, well, you are not going in alignment with your Uranus and Taurus in the 7th house, because you are going to be meeting people who will meet you, have fun with you. You don't hear from them. Yes, they are marriage material, family material, but you would have to perhaps feel as though you're doing something foolish, which means foregoing this traditional way in which you do things in order to kind of fit in the realm of this person's life, right? So if you're single, you're going to have to change your viewpoints of how relationships are going to go for you for quite some time now in order to get what you're looking for. But it doesn't mean that you can't get out there, right? Just, I think, again, be fun. Take Page of Wands, see it as a fun thing to do, to eliminate yourself from all the hard work that you're putting in. Some of you are also getting ready to go through a divorce. I do see that. It may be amicable at first, like people are trying to work with each other as we get further into the end of the month. Some people may feel like they're being manipulated and they're being foolish with working with someone, with allowing someone A, B, and C, and things just change. They need a minute. They really need to sift through what the hell is going on before they sign a document, before they do anything. So I do get like people switching up on people at the end of the month, 100%. So now, and then the extended, I definitely want to look, and if you're interested in the extended for this love reading, definitely look in that description box below, because I want to see, what is this person's intentions toward you? What is their problem? If it's them that has a problem, because come on, Scorpio, some of y'all have a problem. But if it's them with the problem, what is their problem with you, with this in and out, second thoughts, on second thought? I want to see who's the person that really wants this relationship and who doesn't. Okay. What is going to be the outcome between the two of you for the remainder of the month? What their challenges are with you. What do they regret most? How they feel about you? And I want to pull some love cards to see how they feel for you deep down inside. What would they tell you if they could? And what's been on their mind recently? Because like I said, it's a whole lot of everything going on with you guys, and I'm interested in knowing. So if you are, click that link below for the extended. Otherwise, let us know how this resonates for you. I would love to hear from you down in that comment section below. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and end to this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Scorpio.